Pacquiao. 146.8 pounds for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in 70.9 kilos, 72, 160.38 pounds.
Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout, and I truly.
Manny looked completely locked in, composed, determined, and fully prepared to step into yet another high-pressure battle.
From Manny. Now, Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to do Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. We're gonna have to take the whole room together. We're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
He's older than me. I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sports. What I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a different weight division is not. I'm back because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know, and I know the fans, they're waiting for a.
While there had been growing speculation that the fight might be called off, recent reports indicate that the matchup is still moving forward. According to Boxing Scene, the bout remains on track, with reports on X stating that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has agreed to a legitimate professional contest. Manny Pacquiao told Boxing Scene on Tuesday that Mayweather has officially accepted the terms for their September 19th rematch, confirming that it will be a sanctioned professional boxing match. Veteran insider Lance Pugmire has also reported that the fight is finalized as a professional bout rather than an exhibition, with Mayweather ultimately agreeing to the conditions and taking the necessary steps to complete the deal.
Pacquiao says the fight is on, right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done. I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call fight hype.
Manny Pacquiao believes Floyd Mayweather now has no way out, making it clear that the rematch needs to take place as a professional fight. He has emphasized how much this bout means to him, stating that he is determined to step back into the ring and give Mayweather a lesson when they finally meet again.
He had no way to get out of that. He has to fight. Yes,
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No. Sanction match.
Awesome. Manny, are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually put in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all. So what would a win over Floyd mean?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him a one.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you prove you're better than him? Huh? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about you showing you're better than him?
Teach him a lesson.
I
don't know, I think so.
Okay, how do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym, now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it, I'm excited.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one, Manny. Are you open to a trilogy? With Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it, we'll finish first.
Now that the fight has been officially confirmed, Manny Pacquiao has resumed training alongside coach Freddie Roach, showing his commitment to a rigorous preparation process as he enters a highly focused and structured training camp. Pacquiao stated that he will return to training at Freddie Roach's gym, highlighting his dedication to the upcoming challenge as he works on improving his fitness, refining his skills, and reaching top condition in preparation for the highly anticipated rematch.
So soon I'm going to start training for UFC fight.
Robert Garcia believes Floyd Mayweather is not training with the same level of intensity, while Manny Pacquiao appears completely committed to his preparation. According to Garcia, Pacquiao is putting in the hard work every day, running through the mountains, grinding through tough workouts, and pushing himself in demanding training sessions to keep his conditioning at an elite level.
Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training. I'll pay you deep in behind the curtains. That was doing workout. That's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring. He's not killing his legs in running. But I bet you he's doing workouts that are not going to kill his legs and are not gonna fuck him up when it comes to sparring. But I bet you can shape for the fight, and I bet you can win by decision.
You think Mayweather decision? Manny's motivated.
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yeah, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50 people.
But he looks good when you watch.
Running hard, and he's trying to. His body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win it.
Jose Ramirez, who spent time training alongside Manny Pacquiao during camp, has praised the veteran's current form and intensity in the gym. According to Ramirez, Pacquiao still looks incredibly sharp and dangerous, frequently overwhelming sparring partners with his speed and power during training. He noted that Manny's punching power remains impressive despite his age, and credited his condition to a disciplined lifestyle that includes daily road work, consistent training, and a strong commitment to maintaining elite-level stamina and fitness.
Kept I had with them, I was going, 8 round sparring sessions, dude.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao when you're in camp with him 3 times? What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, it's work ethic, you know, and
The best work ethic.
The best work
no
ethic.
days off, no light days.
Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
With 20, 30, 50 people, even in
Yeah, man, he has a lot of support out there.
That's amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
We would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
he's the man.
He
is the man. He's so humble, though. He doesn't know he's Manny Pacquiao. Very down to earth.
There was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym. From ladies, kids,
he gives them money and
just give them all money before he walks in.
Yeah, he's very generous.
And
he's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing-wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any defensive move?
Pacquiao's sparring sessions continue to highlight the determination and high-level ability that have defined his legendary career. Ramirez points out that Manny brings maximum focus and aggression to every round, approaching training with the same mindset he carries into an actual fight. His power remains highly effective, with sparring partners often struggling to keep up once the pace and intensity increase. That level of consistency shows that Pacquiao is still performing at an elite standard, combining hand speed, precise timing, and explosive attacks that can challenge even much younger opponents. The sharpness he displays in the gym is a reflection of both his discipline and his lasting talent, proving that he can still compete at a remarkably high level. To those watching closely, his preparation reflects the mentality of a true champion, showing that neither age nor time has diminished his hunger to compete or his passion for the sport.
Pacquiao always, what made Pacquiao very dangerous is that, he was very explosive. So those punches that he just throw, and all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see
it was that unexpected power. But it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet set it up.
He had a heavy hand, so he used to slam his punches really good and pinpointing shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body, back to the top, and the second one was just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in the gym, that sparring partner? Not you.
Oh, brother, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped. Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's it?
Clean.
And they don't come back next camp?
Well, he dropped a couple in the Philippines, so...
Paulie Malignaggi and Lance Pugmire discussed the continued uncertainty surrounding the proposed Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao rematch, noting how conflicting reports and ongoing negotiations have fueled confusion among boxing fans. Pugmire explained that Floyd never publicly confirmed the fight following the initial rumors of a possible exhibition, while Pacquiao consistently maintained that the bout should only happen as a legitimate professional contest. The discussion also highlighted how Pacquiao took a much more active role in addressing the media and sharing updates about the negotiations, whereas Mayweather largely stayed true to his usual approach by remaining quiet and avoiding public comments on the situation.
Made announcements on they're not going to be
today. I came all this way to talk to him. Was he going to talk to me? I don't know. And then finally, at the last minute, hey, what do you need? So.
Paulie Malignaggi and Lance Pugmire believe the uncertainty surrounding the Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao rematch is consistent with Mayweather's long-standing approach to negotiations and communication. Pugmire noted that even experienced journalists have often struggled to get direct confirmation from Floyd, whose unpredictable style tends to keep everyone guessing until the final stages of a deal. Chris Algieri added that Mayweather is extremely competitive beyond the ring, rarely compromising during negotiations and preferring to maintain control over every aspect of the situation, from business decisions to public perception. According to the panel, this helps explain why the fight status remained unclear for so long, although they agreed the matchup always felt likely to happen eventually. They suggested that once Floyd decides the timing is right, he will announce it on his own terms. Meanwhile, Pacquiao has been outspoken about both the fight and his legacy, arguing that an undefeated record alone does not automatically make someone the greatest of all time. He pointed out that several fighters have retired undefeated, while emphasizing his own historic accomplishments as the only boxer to capture world titles in 8 divisions and win championships across 4 different decades: the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Even so, Pacquiao remains modest, saying he would rather leave judgments about his legacy to the fans. One thing he has made absolutely clear is that he has no interest in an exhibition. If the rematch takes place, he wants it to be a genuine professional contest where both fighters fully compete and put everything on the line.
Fighter, what I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he cannot claim he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8 division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. Yeah. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair is ours. I mean, that's it. And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt.
In 2020, yes.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades. You know,
pretty good.
Jazz Mather believes that the enormous financial stakes attached to the fight make it highly unlikely that either side will abandon the negotiations, particularly considering the significant opportunity that comes with a worldwide platform such as Netflix. He argues that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always been motivated by strong business opportunities, and once the full value of the deal is recognized, it should help move the process closer to completion. Mather explained that discussions are currently taking place through legal representatives rather than directly with Mayweather, which has contributed to the complexity and slower pace of negotiations. Even with the delays and ongoing exchanges between both camps, he maintains that meaningful progress is being made and that everyone involved is working toward reaching an agreement. A firm deadline has reportedly been established, increasing the pressure to finalize the terms. Mather remains optimistic that practical thinking will ultimately prevail, believing the combination of major financial rewards and global exposure will encourage Mayweather's team to move forward. At the same time, he acknowledged that if the required conditions are not satisfied, alternative options and potential legal actions could eventually become part of the discussion.
Money. And all that Floyd needs to see is, whoever is managing or representing Floyd today, I personally... it's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there. Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking? The attorneys are. So not who are they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd, correct? Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this: What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to. So what is the hard deadline to get this resolved? Tomorrow. Tomorrow, what time?
14. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money. More money than he's made in the last.
Wade Plemons explains that there is a real risk attached to a fight like this because it is being marketed around the idea of 2 boxing legends, with Manny Pacquiao's reputation as an 8-division world champion adding to the appeal. He notes that while the concept sounds exciting, the reality is that neither fighter is in the prime years that made them great, despite still being massive names in the sport. Plemons points out that Pacquiao, even at 46 years old, looked solid against Mario Barrios, showing that he remains capable of competing at a respectable level. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has stayed active through several exhibition bouts, including matchups with Logan Paul and John Gotti III, and continues to display sharp reflexes and ring awareness, even though the level of opposition has been very different.
This is supposed to be the 2 GOATs, like Manny Pacquiao, 8-division world champ. What are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say Manny looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so still got it at least to some degree, and we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, with Leah Gotti's stepbrother. If you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji, these exhibitions where he still has his reflexes. He still can fight, but oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, them being a little older, a little slower, you make it a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skilled, but you make it a better, just a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, and still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million, I think, or something like that.
Plemons believes that even though neither fighter is the same version fans saw in 2010 or 2015, that reality could actually make the rematch more entertaining in its own way. It may not showcase the absolute best technical versions of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, but it could result in a more aggressive and action-packed contest than their first encounter. He also highlights the enormous business potential of the event, noting that their original fight reportedly generated around $600 million and became the biggest pay-per-view boxing spectacle in history. With a platform like Netflix replacing the traditional pay-per-view model, the global audience could be even larger this time around. While he understands the argument that boxing should invest more energy into creating new stars, he believes there is still significant value in megafights involving legendary names if they can still compete and attract massive worldwide interest.
Netflix, which doesn't, I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. You're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again just for that last go-around, that last ride off into the sunset. So listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing building its next.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more updates. Until next time.